Cool. Hello, everyone. So, get the agenda open. Cool. So there's actually nothing in the agenda. So if anyone wants to add anything now or freestyle ask, then please feel free to go ahead.
I'll ask. I had a question that I'll find the issue link to Maren in an issue, but I'd love to ask the team, which was what I'm trying to get an understanding of is kind of the value and the why behind our Kubernetes migration. So I know it's an ongoing thing and something that the team has been focused on for, I think, years, if not months. But I wanted to try to get a sense of the implication of once we move, like what's the value and the drive behind moving to Kubernetes-based deployment?
Great question. And actually very timely because we are producing some documentation, putting some stuff in the handbook. So this will all be explained like more clearly, more visibly for you. So it's been underway for a couple of years. Jarvis will have the exact date for that. But the big drive is Kubernetes gives us lots of benefits, like it gives us lots of kind of flexibility in terms of how we scale. It will give us a lot of stability and things like that as we go forward. So as GitLab gets bigger, it gives us a lot more control over how we add things into Kubernetes, how we manage them and how we scale it up. So that's kind of the big motivator. There are other, hopefully, well, we're already seeing that the Kubernetes pods start up considerably faster than the VMs. So that gives us a lot more opportunity in terms of scaling. Like we'll have a lot more ability to handle sharp spikes in traffic because we can add pods way more quickly than we can currently add VMs. Should give us better kind of cost management as well, just because we'll be able to tune things to more likely fit stuff. So I think from my point of view, it's very much around giving us, it should give us a little bit more confidence in the stability, but also it gives us a little bit more flexibility in how we actually set up and operate GitLab. Jarv, do you have other stuff you'd like to call out there? That's a super high level view.
Yeah, I think everything Amy just said. There's also, I mean, one of the main reasons we want to move to Kubernetes on GitLab.com is to make it easier for our customers or our self-managed customers to run GitLab in Kubernetes. And by dogfooding the Helm charts and running using the same tooling that we provide to our self-managed customers, we're kind of like working out the problems and making sure that things are working well. So I think it's twofold. I think it's like, one, it's very good for running the SaaS. There are just a lot of inherent benefits in using Kubernetes. And the other part is also there's just a benefit for our self-managed customers.
Cool, that's great. I like the dogfooding angle. One thing you had said, Amy, was this scaling speed. Like, does that manifest itself as less performance issues to our users who might experience interim performance problems while we're scaling GitLab.com via VMs today? Or is it like less downtime in general because we might have been down or have a problem and we can scale it to alleviate that problem quickly?
In theory, it should be both. So one of the good things about Kubernetes is it should be able to sort of know when it's running out of, like we configure it to, we need to add more capacity. It should be able to add more capacity quickly enough to handle sort of spikes. It should also be able to manage its own health, right? So we can set it up so it'll know a certain, say 25% is unhealthy. It can add its own pods and bring them back. So once we have everything migrated over and configured, in theory, it should be both.
Okay. Yeah, and that last point is also, I guess, a statement of it frees up the team members' time instead of having to manage that more proactively. That's the point of it's managing its own health. Got it. Thank you.
That's right. Yeah.
Maren, I see you added the handbook MR. Thank you for that.
There is also something that I would like to have here, because may help a lot from product perspective, given, lots of product folks are in this code. So there is an issue that I opened some time ago. I'm going to paste the link here, which is about a nice feature that we can get from a complete Kubernetes deployment, which is matching routes with product categories. So if we go down this route, we could end up having the deployment segregated by product categories, and then we can extract metrics from product categories like number of crashes or number of users or things like that. So this is it's a moonshot, right? Because first we need to be able to run everything on Kubernetes, but once we have it, we can get also useful business information in terms of which features are most useful or which features interacts with other features. So I just leave you the link.
Can I say a yes and on that? That would also imply, as I understand our infrastructure teams set up today, there's not really close alignment to product categories and features and the infrastructure team's responsibility, but that would maybe allow us to be a little bit closer to DevOpsy, where the engineering or development teams would have much higher awareness of things like crashes or other things particularly affiliated with their features and categories. Was that, you were nodding your head, Alessio, but I just want to make sure that, is that also what you're suggesting?
Yeah. Basically, increase ownership across the whole product. Yeah, definitely.
Cool. That's a great way of putting it. Cool. Thanks for answering that question, y'all.
Cool. Thanks for asking. Is there anything else anyone else for ask? Jackie, did you have anything you wanted to ask today?
No, I'm just being a little bit of a voyeur and listening in. Thanks.
Awesome. Cool. So is there anything anyone from delivery wants to especially share about releases for this month? Or? No? Awesome. And that's pretty much everything we've got then today. So thanks so much for joining and asking questions. We'll see you next month.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you for having us. Bye, y'all.